And also, how is Johanna's body odor?
We're not. The episode hasn't started yet. Craftsdwarf.
I know.
Wait.
I just thought it's funny.
No, it's funny when we're recording.
I am recording.
You stupid asshole.
3, 2, 1.
今夜もミュージック君へのラッキー笑い合って抱き合って幸せにほらなれるように
Hey guys, this is the last episode of the Weeaboo Club. I'm sorry it had to be like this, but apparently it's over because they said I'm stinky and Yohane has body odor. So it's over now. It's over. That's why it's done.
No, it wasn't just. Hold on. It wasn't just that Yohane had body odor. It's that she also is dirty.
She doesn't know it's
now it's not a joke. Now it's actually over. The Weeb Club
She has spicy armpits like Olivia.
It's actually over now. We're not doing the Weeb Club anymore. I can't deal with these two anymore. So what do you guys think about me manufacturing the success of I Don't Like Any Two?
I believe it.
Yeah, you planned for the video to get literally hundreds of thousands of views, even though you had 3,000 subs. And also, like, more recently, you've made videos trying to get hundreds of thousands of views, and they got less views than you had subscribers when you put out I Don't Like Any Two.
It makes sense to me. God.
Because you're some sort of like master, like chess. You're out of fucking liar game. Like we flipped over a volume, shook the pages, and you came out this fucking because you know psychology. So
no,
you're
we
like
thought
a
Rika
god.
Fag was Yokuya. Turns out WattheWut was Yokuya all along.
No, I'm Akiyama, bro. I'm Akiyama. God damn. So anyway,
you're not that cool.
Welcome everybody. It's me, Weeb Club President. WattheWut. And welcome to the first episode of the winter seasonal anime discussion. Everybody clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
For
clap,
us,
clap,
not the
clap.
shows.
Yeah, don't clap for us. That would be stupid if you clap for us.
No, clap for me. Clap for me.
No, don't clap for.
I deserve your claps.
No. Are there any?
I definitely do.
So we're gonna start off by
Well, I was gonna say, do we want to talk about comments on the end of last season, or do we just want to?
No, so
I mean, we're still continuing with MHA, so
yeah. We're gonna start.
I guess,
we're gonna start first with what shows we're discussing, talking about them. Then we're gonna go into comments, and then we're gonna go into each one.
I think I read the comments for last time.
Well, that gives us time to. So the first show that we're continuing is my pick again, Boku no Hero Academia season 4, and it's the good arc. I can't believe that My Hero Academia's anime actually got me excited again. I can't believe My Hero Academia's anime made me excited about seeing Deku fight. That's something crazy. So, we're going to have a good time. Apparently, AniTube doesn't think this season's good because they're stupid and they get to the best arc in the series and they're missing times like the sports festival for some reason. I don't know.
Yep. So I guess going
the sports festival's good because Giga made a video where he screams tournament arc 10 times in a row, and that's funny. So that means tournament arcs are good. Stupid WattheWut, don't you know anything?
This is so sad.
So anyway, I guess going through our picks in the same order we usually do, I picked Plunderer. I guess we can give our overall thoughts. The manga's better. The anime is not super well produced. It doesn't I don't know.
We'll get
I thought
into
I
that.
liked the parts. Well, no,
I thought it looked fine.
I'm just saying, I guess what I should have done is is it worth looking into? Is what I want to say, because that's what people are gonna want. They're gonna want to hear our first thoughts, I guess, and then later on we'll go into full discussion. But this is just quick
the
thoughts.
Point of the podcast to us like a white man.
I'm not, because this is separate from the podcast.
Oh. I see.
I'm confused.
Basically, I'm suggesting that right here we explain the shows we're watching and just a quick should you check it out or not, and then later we do our full discussion. So if anyone wants to check it out and they haven't yet and they don't want to hear spoilers, they can just do it based on now and then listen to it later.
I think we can do this pretty quickly, though, right? I think all the shows that we're watching this season are worth checking out.
I'm including this in the
okay.
episode.
I legitimately think all the shows we're watching, I enjoyed all the episode 1s. I think that people should watch all of them so far.
So, Vindy, what's the next show?
I picked what the fuck did I pick? I picked Gay Autists, Koisuru Asteroid.
Yeah, it was cute.
Doga Kobo.
It was gay and they're autistic, so.
Oh. Moe is about autism? Idealized autism?
And
no,
then the patron
but
pick,
these girls are autistic.
And then the patron, or well, sort of the stand-in for the patron pick is Magia Record, which is like, okay, watch Madoka first, obviously, so I don't think we need to talk about it. But we'll except in depth later, obviously. Like it's a spinoff, so right.
Let's just say, thank God
Gacha games.
Let's just say, thank God we are no longer watching
Cautious Hero.
Yeah, let's just give a clap for that.
I did miss V-Stars though.
Well, we're gonna read it later, so you know.
Well, I can't read it.
I
I've already
did.
read it. Yeah.
Well, fine. I'll read it later then, you fuck. All right.
Anyway, okay. So, but yeah, by the way, in case we haven't talked about the Patreon on a seasonal, have we?
We talked about it last season.
We
It was the
did?
only
Okay,
place we
yeah.
talked about it.
I guess to
We have
reiterate, just in
two
case someone's
patrons.
starting here.
Yeah. 2 patrons.
Why? What is wrong with you?
Give us
Buy a
more
sandwich.
money. Give us more money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's wrong with y'all? Stop buying sandwiches and fatty foods and instead give us
Give
money.
us more money.
To torture us and pick what terrible shows we should watch.
Give us more
Yes.
money.
Make us watch something like Darling in the Franxx.
Oh, never mind. Don't give us money.
Yeah, so
Give us money to torture us because the episodes we watch terrible things are our best episodes.
apparently.
I guess
But yeah,
so.
to reiterate, if you are a patron, you will be able to vote for the 4th slot in the backlog pick. So right now we're starting. We've got videos recorded up to Ichigo 100%. Then we're doing like another rotation, and then at the end of that rotation will be the first pick for the. Or no, I think I fucked up. But yeah, basically we're doing a patron pick soon-ish, relatively, like within a month or two. So if you aren't a patron, you won't be able to have sway in what we watch, and then. Yeah, same for the seasonals for next season. In place of Magia Record, we will be having a vote for what shows there will be, and the patrons will be able to choose which one they want us to watch. And the highest voted one that we're not already watching will be we're watching. I mean, I think we're watching we're choosing sequels there anyway, and the ones that are beyond the poll are original or not sequel shows. Like so yeah. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to round up before we go into comments.
Speaking of comments, some idiot named WattheWut commented, I'll tell you what, I'll give you another 60 seconds to become a patron. If you don't, I will move on and forget about you guys. But y'all will be considered the guilty party.
We're honestly really lucky that there are a bunch of people that just don't listen to this podcast.
The first 2 seasons of the show were emotional roller coasters. 4th season of Boku no Hero Academia is also highly emotional roller coaster. But unlike the first 2 seasons, the only emotion you feel is disgust and the urge to throw your laptop in the trash since you just downloaded utter shit.
Why? This is the absolute state of the My Hero Academia fan base. By the way, that's an anime list review.
Third season was basically a filler season.
I thought my anime.
The season could have survived if we had focused on the villains instead of the heroes because they aren't developed, unlike the heroes. But no, apparently showing Lemillion's bare asshole is way more interesting. Villains are stupid and one-dimensional, written by 5-year-olds, full of filler episodes that are completely unnecessary. Soundtracks and opening are trash too. Complete waste of time.
Rafael Racine says, "Where is my funny having sex with Eri comment? That will never happen. Eri is too good for that."
But yeah, that was also a Rafael Racine comment where he quotes, "Just look at this AnyList review." And
and we're ignoring his other comment.
So.
I'm not putting his other comment on the screen. I'm not going to. It's not good. Also, Ninmaji comments from the Bully Sentai Assholder fan club. What the fuck? This isn't the BSA. Why are y'all ripping them off? That's a funny comment, guys. Don't you agree?
0 dislikes or likes.
It's so funny.
It has 1 like now.
I don't know what Crusher commented. I don't know what that is. Is that his hands lifted up?
I think it's supposed to be LOL. Dumbass.
Well, it's his... You know what?
Kraus made a pretty good comment. Just want to add the little details about the costumes because I don't ever see people talk about this. In the flashbacks when Mario trains his quirk in middle school, you see that his hair is really long and in a ponytail, and in the arc it was addressed that his costume doesn't fall off from his body because it was made with his hair. So you can see just how much he worked to become a hero with his quirk down to growing out his hair for his costume. So there's something.
Neat. You know, there's not a lot of good comments last time. It's just a lot of, like, someone said they came because we demanded like someone demanded them to watch. And
be funny, please. Y'all have done it before. I know y'all can do it again.
You guys are like terrible this comment section. Like I'm gonna come on, guys.
The Asobi comments are better, and that was
I realized
the worst
why.
thing on the channel.
Because we lost Beastars. All the furry humor is gone. We can't
there was
function
more
with that.
than furry humor.
Oh my god, you're so right. When people can't just call me a furry the whole episode, what are they going to do with the comments
Well, now
section?
it's going to be nothing but lolicon jokes because, but we're going to go into the first show we're going to talk about because I don't want to go into comments.
No, we have other things to talk about really quick.
Oh, what do we have to talk about, you fucking whore?
Yohane smells bad.
So we're going to move on to the first show we're going to talk about. The time codes are all going to be in the description if you want to skip to each show. We're going to be talking about probably the best show this season. That's right. It's Boku no Hero Academia. Play the intro. Woo! Never in my life have I ever been excited to see Deku fight.
What the what? How many times do you think you cried this episode, if you have a given estimate?
I would say damn near almost the whole episode. Like, there's a lot of moments because, like, God, everyone in any Twitter is so stupid. If they see this season, the best season of all of the anime so far, and they go, "This isn't as good." Do you remember when Deku said, "You want to be a hero too? Isn't that right, Shoto Todoroki?" And then they did a big Sakuga. But now it's like there's actual emotion happening. There's good emotion happening. They're going like, "There's not enough Sakuga, therefore not enough emotion." And I'm like, why? Why are you like this, My Hero Academia?
I wanted to say, because like I think the thing that stood out to me the most about this episode, if I'm being honest, was like the music and the voice acting were, I think, insane.
Yuki Hayashi's dick is so big.
Well, not even just like the music was good, but like I think the biggest thing that stood out to me this episode, and it's something that's generally good in Anime Chain, but I think this episode everyone like gave fucking amazing performances.
It was really
obviously
good.
This doesn't count if you watch the dub because it's probably not good. Well,
I watched the dub. It's a dub. It's an anime dub. If you know what an anime dub sounds like, it sounds like an anime dub. Thank
God we're watching a good anime dub for the Weeb Club soon.
Oh, yeah. Good dubs. I miss those.
Overhaul's voice is fucking perfect, right? And then Mirio, Deku, and Aries voice actors gave fucking great performances.
Oh my god.
Like, they all had me crying with just the voices alone.
Well, because, like, that's the best part of this arc is that it's like the fucking emotion of this arc is so good. When Mirio's like basically like hobbling his way out of there, he's like, "I gotta save her. I gotta save you. We're almost out, right? I'm still a million." And she's like fucking like, she's like freaking out because she's like, "It's all her. It's all my fault. It's all my fault that this is all happening." And then when she goes out to when Deku's fighting with Overhaul, and she's like, "Please, you don't have to fight anymore. I don't want to see you get hurt. Please, I'll leave. So just stop." I was like,
I think the two main parts that got me this episode were it was when Mirio was walking down the hallway saying he had more strength and like literally just like fell over because he didn't have the strength to walk.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about.
Super got me.
Ooh.
And then the other moment was Deku's speech about how even if she doesn't want him to save her,
he'll still save her, right?
She's crying and it's his job as a hero to save her.
God, see, ooh.
And people don't like Deku. Could you imagine?
Because Deku's not Mirio. He should have been like Mirio. Like, I think that this is the most important thing. Because, like, Deku from the beginning had that mindset. It's like, this little girl is crying. It doesn't matter if she wants me to save her or not. I'm going to save her. And he's always had that mindset from the beginning. It wasn't something he had to, like, learn or anything. It was just something that he had. Which is the biggest reason why that makes him different from Mirio, who already made like those like concessions and then had to like learn that he made a mistake to do it, right?
Right.
God, and then there's fucking Night Eye. He's like, I don't want to see anybody's future anymore because I don't because it's almost like it's my fault that All Might died. I'm like, All Might's gonna die. I'm like, God, ooh.
But then, like, what I love about Deku's line about how he's gonna change the future or whatever is that it almost feels like on some level he's not only just talking about this current fight but also his stuff with All Might, right? And that it's like he's gonna change the future here and he's gonna change the future with All Might too, you know?
Yeah. It's so. Oh, I forgot about that detail where it's like Night Eye's vision stops right after he gets stabbed. Like his future, the future that he sees stops right after he gets stabbed, and like the blood's in his eyes. So it's anybody's game now. Ooh, God. Like it was just this episode was really good. Again, I feel like our issue when talking about My Hero Academia is that we mostly talked about the reaction from the fan base and stuff comparison to the manga because we all read the manga for it,
which is fucking great.
But the way they're adapting this, with just like the voice acting and the voice acting and like the sound design is like, it's insane. It's crazy the way they're doing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say right now that I think I don't think the visuals are bad.
Not the visuals.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I don't think the visuals are on like another level, but I do think that in terms of like the audio department right now, the MHA anime is like fucking fantastic.
Better than it's ever been before. Yeah. God, ooh.
And you know what my favorite part is?
What?
I don't think we've heard you say run yet.
There were some notes of it in previous episodes, like the beginning part, but not the actual, yeah.
So,
and see, I think that's something that, like, sometimes some series, look, I love, like, for example, SAO Alicization. I think it leans too heavily on the SAO main theme, and, like, almost every song is, like, a rendition of it, and you hear it constantly. So then when they play it at the end in the big moment, I don't think it has as much impact as, like, it will next episode when they play You Say Run. Look. And it's great, and I cry.
So,
you know?
I have to correct something about Craftsdwarf saying that they play notes of You Say Run. There's a thing in, like, music and, like, film score called, like, leitmotifs and shit. The leitmotif that You Say Run uses is like Deku's theme. It's like the hero's thing. It's like
that's the only song I recognize. So when I heard it, I was like, "Oh, that's from You Say Run," and then it stopped, and I was like, "Okay."
Like for example, if you listen to Hero A or Hero A, like you'll hear the notes of You Say Run.
Yeah, it's there.
It's the theme of like Deku and like you'll hear it in the Izuku and Katsuki OST. You'll hear it because it's like that's like the Deku's theme. That's his leitmotif. So like You Say Run, the actual song, I hope they play Jet Set Run because I like Jet Set Run a little better.
Did they do a different version for season? Because it's You Say Run then Jet Set Run in season 2. I feel like they did a different rendition of it for season 3.
The one they did for season 3 was Izuku and Katsuki, which was on Bombing King and You Say Run combined.
Yeah. Which, God, I love Bakugo's theme. But yeah, well, that's the thing is like I feel like it sometimes it's really easy when you have a theme as good as like You Say Run. The first season of One Punch Man I think is another example of a show where it leans too heavily on its main theme, and because of that, its main theme loses some impact when it does get played. And I think that's something that the MHA anime, especially this season, has been really good about, is not over relying on its like main theme and saving it for the moments where it's like fair, like where it's really gonna hit, you know?
Yeah. So like, if they do play it next episode with the Eddie and Bakugo, did I say fucking Bakugo? I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah.
Eddie and Deku
I definitely
versus
think they
Overhaul.
play at the climax of this arc.
Eddie and Deku versus Overhaul. Oh wait, did I spoil it? I mean, it's in a visual.
Spoiled the fuck out of it.
It's a visual. There's a visual they released. That's just that. All right, whatever. There's the visual. Pop it up on the screen. Take it away.
Fucking spoiling ass bitch.
I mean, if we're spoiling things, Deku dies next arc.
Deku gets mad head from fucking Ashido. Fucking...
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Rocket. I was gonna be like, that almost happened last chapter, dog. Like, that's not even a joke anymore.
That one meme about would you slap Deku for $1 million happens, and he gets the shit slapped out of him. Like, by
I thought you were gonna say that one meme about Bakugo dying happens. I was gonna say Craftsdwarf. You're not supposed to give an actual spoiler.
He's not even in the arc.
You know who is in the arc for like 5 seconds this episode was
no, that's
Uraraka.
exactly what happens. Like, Deku's fighting Overhaul, and then it just cuts to Bakugo, and he fucking chokes on a corn cob and just dies.
No, so Uraraka and the girl characters.
Dude, she broke the shonen female mold. She did something, dog.
She broke the fucking ceiling and came down. She broke the literal shonen female mold and broke the
the
fucking
glass
ceiling. Yeah, right? She came down from the...
Fuck you!
With
oh
Ryukyu,
my god, I'm so
with Ryukyu's
mad.
disgusting humanoid dragon shit. Like, that's so gross. I don't like it. I don't know why they thought that was, like, Horikoshi thought that was a good idea.
We mentioned about it.
Horikoshi said, I'm a scaly, haha.
It's so bad.
And then he introduced a character who has, like, a costume that actually looks like scales, and she's hot. So it's like...
Oh.
He might be a scaly, guys. Like, I think... I'm just... It's my theory. I think he might be a scaly. Let us know in the comments if you think that Horikoshi is a scaly. And then let me know if Vindy's a scaly.
I'm not a scaly, I'm a furry.
Okay. So, they came in, and I'm ready for the one line Uraraka has in this entire part, and then she disappears again for the actual good shit. I can't wait.
Yeah, there was no filler episode that we joked about happening.
But God.
Yeah, well, even... Like, because I watched... Because I was so... Because I saw them drop in at the very end of the episode. I was like, oh my god. If next fucking episode stops the fight to show me what was going on up top with them, I am going to kill myself. Like, I would have been so angry. So I made sure to actually... And I never watched the preview for the next episode. I actually watched the preview for the next episode just to be sure that the anime decided to be good for once.
Yeah, so thank God they decided to be good this time. Good job, Bones. Good job, Bones.
Also, we've been bitching about, like, how they show the character's quirk and name every time they show up on screen.
Oh my god! Look, I don't think it's normally that big of a deal. That was awful this episode. That was actually terrible.
Well,
what happened?
There was a wasted opportunity because it showed up with Mirio and it's like quirk, permutation, when it should have said like quirk, none, or quirk crossed out, permutation. Like they could have done something with it.
When they showed the guy who had captured Aizawa and taken him to his creepy sex dungeon, they like stopped the episode so present Mike could give like his like, you know, like his little thing about the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I hate that so much.
They definitely should not have done that there. That's fucking terrible.
It's awful. I really don't like it.
I was so mad.
Man, My Hero Academia. Come on now. Disgusting.
You almost had like the best episode of the anime and you fucked it up.
Now it's a 0.
Because I don't think the ones where it normally shows up on the screen is that bad. But when you stop the episode in the middle of a fucking fight to have Present Mike go, Quarkose! It's like, shut the fuck up, dog. Nobody cares.
The way you say, Quarkose!
That's how he sounds!
Quarkose!
God, I hate it.
All
terrible.
Right.
Anyway, I didn't say anything much for most of that.
Well, what did
you think of the episode? If you say mid, I'm leaving.
It was fine.
We're leaving. Bye.
No, he didn't say mid.
Oh, okay, good.
It's okay. He can say it's fine. He can say neat. He can't say it's mid.
I have in my notes cute toga in all caps. I don't remember what that was, but I presume it was a cute
it's
toga.
The face. Look, she makes that face where she talks about how she wants to see. Because I remember it happening in the manga and thinking it was great there too. It's when she says she wants to see Overhaul cry, or she wants to make him cry when it's her and twice.
That's that conversation.
She makes a really good face.
She's still not hot. You know.
I said
still
cute.
Wrong. It's okay. Look, what? It's okay to be wrong, okay?
I mean...
And also, I guess I want to bring it up because people are going to bitch about it later, but Night-Eye was talking about how, like, oh, he couldn't change the future when he tried to do it. But he always tried to do it alone, and like I've talked about before, is like there's kind of like the alone togetherness thing that the whole series has, really. But like...
Yeah, it especially had it recently.
Right, and but it came up here because Night-Eye, he only tried to use his own power to change the future that he saw, and he couldn't do anything, but... Again, that's only him. So, like, there's a flaw there because, like, well, he never tried to... did he ever, like, open up with All Might? Like, this is your future. And, like, or, like, a bunch of people, you know, and, like, quote-unquote. So, like, because, like I said, people bitch about it in the manga. I know people are going to bitch about it in the anime, and it's going to lower the Season 4 score even more.
People are just so...
So I just want to bring it up that it's, like, it's literally, like, stated this episode why... thematically, like, it's fine because there's a reason why.
My Hero Academia fans to have
that's
brains.
true. They don't read. That's right.
They don't have brains.
But it doesn't have good animation. I'm not reading the words, but I'm just looking at how pretty it was.
Why weren't they moving all the time? I hate. Why did we say that at the same time?
MHA discussion is so terrible. Like, you know, I want to go on a rant about I want to go on a rant about how stupid everyone is, but I can't because it's manga spoilers. But basically, people talk about MHA and they turn their brains off when they read it, so they don't actually think about what's going on, and then they complain about it, and it's like, well, if you wanted to actually use your brain for 2 seconds, you could realize that your complaint just doesn't make sense and is just wrong, but it's okay. You don't have to.
Could you imagine?
You could just be stupid.
Could you imagine if Boku no Hero fans had brains?
Could you imagine if there was someone or someones or people that made content on shonen and used their brains? I couldn't.
Yeah, like Vindy.
There's nobody.
Like Vindy.
No.
Nobody.
There's
Nobody.
not Vindy, not Craftsdwarf, not WattheWut.
Yeah,
Nobody makes content on shonens and uses their brain.
God.
It's impossible.
Man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. Is there anything else we want to say?
I think we're done, and we also have 3 more shows to discuss.
The show made me cry, so
yeah,
that's about it.
All right, who's next? Who's
Koisuru Asteroid.
Hey!
Play the OP.
Gay artists, gay artists, gay artists.
うつむいた先にも見上げてる先にもきっと未来は待っている
Doga
It was
Kobo.
pretty looking.
Doga Kobo.
There was a sexy bunny girl.
Doga
For like,
Kobo.
How do they do it every time? What?
God, how does Doga Kobo like master the art of making art? Right?
How legitimately? How do they do it every time?
How do they have this? The aesthetic, the color palette of Doga Kobo shows are so good. But
yeah, like the lighting was good this episode. There's like lots of good little bits of animation. Like I have in all caps, fluffy owl bed, because when she got in the bed, like later in the episode, it looked really fluffy and it looked good. And I was like, damn, that's a fluffy ass bed.
Can I talk about how good the opening is? I like this opening. It's one of those chill ones. It's cute, and it has like this cool thing where it shows like the earth science people and the astrology people. They're like layered on, one on top of the other, showing that they're doing different things. But then they come together in the end of the opening. Ooh.
Yeah, I think like I don't like. So Sangatsu also had like a merged club thing, but it's not like a cute girl club show. So it's a very minor thing comparatively. Where I don't think I've quite seen one of these, high school club shows where it is a merged club and there are these 2 distinct like halves to it. I can't think of one like that off the top of my head. So I've seen so many slice of life and cute girl shows that when I see something like different, I'm like, what?
When are they gonna kiss?
Well,
when?
The club stuff could be good, right? Like I liked some of the club stuff this episode, but let's be honest for a second. The real draw of this show is how it's gay as
When
fuck.
are they gonna kiss? When?
Look, it literally starts. One of the girls is already in love with the girl. The other girl, within like 30 seconds, is like, oh.
When are they gonna kiss?
She was talking to one of the other characters and she's like, oh, it's okay if it's a girl. Like, wait, excuse me?
Okay, I'm gonna put that screen cap up because it's literally just me. The character's literally just me.
It's literally so gay. Look, I think one of my favorite moments in the episode is when they're talking on the phone and Honoka says something to the other girl. Tell me she's not Honoka.
She's not.
Honoka
but
says,
okay.
Honoka mixed with paprika from Flip Floppers says something
Look
to
at that look she's giving.
Ao, and like the girl just drops and like you can tell her face is just like red as shit. And that was like my favorite part of the episode. She was so cute.
Look at
oh
this!
My God,
look at this look she's giving me. The purple hero girl. I like the purple hero girl a lot.
Why did you say me?
Look at that look she's giving me. Look at that look she's giving the girl. That's a good look. I like that. That's me. This character's me.
Yeah, I love the part where she's like really stupid and she like busts down the door and she's like, "Hello," like right after having like self-doubts, and I was like, "Wow, that's cute. You're an idiot."
Just be yourself. She's like, "Okay, hello, gay time."
Okay.
And then there was also, I like the moment earlier where after she found out about Ao, there's just like but it's like muffled because it's like the camera just cuts to down the hallway and the door's closed, and I don't know, it was funny.
The vice president's funny. She's like, "Haha, our exhibit was, we need to make a real exhibit, but nobody came." She's like, shut up. I like rocks. Leave me alone." And when they're arguing over what they should call their like fucking their newsletter is funny.
Look, that was the worst part of the episode. The fact that they were excited to write a newsletter. As someone who's written newsletters, they're maybe the most boring fucking thing of all time. They don't know that
yet. They'll find out. They will find out.
Their newsletter's called Kira Kira. Hikare Yumega.
Kira pre-care out mode?
No one would be excited to write a newsletter. That's all I'm saying.
They don't know better yet. They're stupid children.
No, they should.
When do they kiss, though? That's what I want to know.
Hopefully they kiss by the end of the show.
Hopefully. Yes. Doga Kobo.
All right, now let's see how the discussion goes, because I don't know. It's a cute comedy show. How much is there we're gonna talk about it?
Because it's literally just the first episode. It introduces some interesting things. Kind of made me tear up a little bit. You know how what these shows do. Kind of, you know.
Just with how cute the girls are.
Well, no, because like the thing about me is I like these shows where it's like, haha, you know, like giving people a place where they belong and shit. I really want to know where this show ends up going, right? Uniting the two sides of the Earth Science Club with the club president who just really wants to get inside that bunny girl outfit.
I really want to get inside that club president.
I want to get inside all of them, you know what I'm saying?
I think my favorite is either the vice president, because I like her haircut and how fucking autistic she is.
I like purple hair girl.
Or it's the super autistic ponytail girl.
I like
that time where she was doing like those side to side steps and was like going in slow motion. I fucking lost it.
Yeah, it's good. The purple hair girl's really good because she said as long as it's a girl, it's okay. She has the right mindset.
God,
I agree with that.
Shut up.
No, I will not.
You're dumb.
You're dumb. You know what? Let's settle this right now, Vindy. You're dumb. You're stupid. You stink. You're smelly. I'm kicking you off this club right now.
So I'm Yohane? Is that what you're telling me?
You need to stop that. You need to stop that, sir. Before you know what? You'll never get on an episode of AniTube Digest with that attitude.
I won't anyways, and I don't want to be. I don't want Shapes to try to make shit up about me and just be wrong. You know what the worst part is? Honestly? He said in that episode of AniTube Digest, he's like, I should listen to the Weeb Club sometime. So this is going to be the episode he listens to. The first time we talk about him and shit talk him like 3 times. That's so terrible. I feel
great.
bad.
I love it.
It's even the first time we actually shit talk someone who's watched the show.
We talk.
Oh, that's right. We've now added a third person to the list of shit talk people.
No, we have 4.
Wait,
who's on the list?
Chandler.
Oh.
I'll say the list. I don't care. It's Rika Fag ironically memed Chandler makes video and then now shaves. You can cut that out if you want, but
I'm not cutting it out. It's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody.
Anyway,
make sure
it
when
sounds
you listen
like we're
to this,
about done.
Make sure when you listen to this
with the
episode,
show.
you keep in mind that it was Vindy Vondo who said that, not me.
Yeah, keep in mind that Vindy Vondo is the only one who has the actual balls to say names.
Well, you guys told me not to. You guys were like, you gotta stop bullying people. Stop calling people out. I was like, okay, sure, man. Whatever, dude. What am I gonna talk about with this show right now? Nothing's happened yet. It's just introductions to some cool things I hope that it capitalizes on. Like, I hope that it somehow comes about the theme of, like, uniting these two aspects of, like, you know, because it's like they said something. It was like looking at like the earth, like looking at the earth, like looking down on the earth and also looking up in the sky, right? I hope they do something with that. I really hope they do, because Goga Kobo, once again, making good.
I liked this show because the girls were gay and cute and extremely autistic. So, gay autists was a good time.
So, now we're gonna move on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more. I like how you just completely overlooked my final thought. But,
Yeah, what do you think, Craftsdwarf?
Yeah, what do you think, Craftsdwarf?
it was cute, and I laughed a little bit, and it looks good, and I want to see more.
Which girl did you want to kiss, Craftsdwarf?
None, because I'm not a girl, and I don't want to impose.
You're right. My bad.
No.
Get out of here, sneaky.
All girls can only kiss other girls and me. That's the rule.
But I'd
me.
head pat the one stupid
I'm a
idiot main character, Mira.
Honoka.
Oh no, Owl. Owl is the name of the blue hair girl. Her name's literally just Blue.
Yes.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, how stupid can I be? The hottest girl is Owl's mom. Oh my god, that ponytail. Oh my god.
So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
the
think
perfect
that's
one.
our signal to move on. So
Okay.
we're gonna move on to Craftsdwarf's pick.
No.
The Magia Record.
Patreon pick. Fucking dumbass.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha
right. We're gonna do
games.
Plunderer last, so we're gonna do Magia
Play
Record now.
the-
Play the
yeah.
opening.
いないいないその心すり抜けてまた
Gotcha games.
Can I just say something real quick before we go on?
Gotcha games.
Here's the thing I don't like about the new Madoka Maho Shoujo designs, is that for some reason every single one of them has a dumb gay midriff thing going on. It's like it ruins like the way the design looks, right? Like you can make these designs look pretty good, right? Without like making it like shorts and like midriff exposed. You can do it more creative ways. Like, what are these people thinking? Like the only one I like right now is the main character's design because it's like covered with the black.
There's a girl with a big hammer and a girl with a side ponytail.
Well, we haven't
That's
seen
at
them
least
yet.
two cute
We
girls.
haven't seen them
They're
yet.
in the opening. What
I'm
I'm
not
sorry,
judging
you
until I
can't-
see
What?
them in the show, Vindy.
The opening is part of the show, mister.
I'm not
And I was
counting
gonna
as part
say,
of the show.
I like
Okay.
the main character's body sock or whatever.
That's like the only design of the characters introduced right now. Oh yeah, also wait, no, the Lance girl I like. Her design's pretty okay. I think the weakest part right now of Magia Record is the fact that the designs of the magical girls are just inherently inferior to the ones in the original series.
Well, like, because look, the designs of the original are like great, amazing. Like I don't know exactly how much input Ume had. She was the character designer, but they were really good. But it's for a gacha game, so there's got to be like several times the designs. So there's going to be a quantity differential
but the
there.
drop is like too steep. Have you seen?
There's also like you have to show all the different variations in the show because people are watching the show to see. That's like I wanted to say I keep joking saying it's a gacha game. I don't know, and y'all might know more than me about this. I don't know how important this plot is actually going to end up being, considering it's a gacha game.
Whoa.
Like it could be like so.
I've never played a gacha game.
It could be something
all
like
I've heard is that because I don't want to be spoiled on it either. I just want to watch the show as it goes. But I have heard that apparently it's like a typical gacha game story presented in Madoka style because like
that's what I
the
was
show
gonna
is
say,
trying to be Madoka.
Let me say this real quick. I don't think that's accurate. If I remember, there's at least 5 different Madoka side stories. All like one of them was called Magia Record. I think it was called Magia Record. This one is one of the side story light novels. So I think it is because I remember.
No, this is what the game was.
No,
When you look up Magia Record gacha game, like the main character is the main character of the show.
Yeah, but I remember there's a light novel of this girl, where she is in the light novels, and that happened way before the game.
But what I'm trying to say is like, okay, so this could be something like Fate Go is.
What I'm just gonna say, there's nothing on my anime list, and they usually do keep light novels. I don't see a Magia Record light novel. So
well, it's not called Magia Record. I remember seeing this character before in one of the light novels.
Right, but this is the Magia Record story, not that light novel story. Also, like, what I'm trying to say is that, like, okay, so it could be something like Fate Go, right, which is set in the Fate universe and has Fate characters in it, but isn't really, like, tied in with, like, the main kind of Fate story, which is over, but whatever. Or it could be something like Kingdom Hearts' gacha game, where the story of the gacha game actually ties in with the main overarching story and matters. And that's, like, I think my biggest question with this show right now is what we're watching going to matter in, like, the next part of Madoka, right? Once we get the next season or the next movie or whatever the fuck. Is what happens in Magia Record going to matter? Or is this just Shaft making a Madoka anime to go along with the gacha while they're working on the next one?
I will say this, Iroha's hood, Tamaki Iroha, the one that we're talking about, it looks good on her, but then the other girl shows up and has the same hood, and I'm like, I don't... Stop? Why? Why do you have this? Why? It doesn't look as good on you. Why?
I like Big Hammer.
Oh yeah. Craftsdwarf wanted to talk about the opening and how it's trying really hard to be connected, and I do agree. It's trying.
I
really
like
hard
the
to be
opening.
connected. It's a good opening.
Well, like I think the part that bugged me was when they do the character role of all the characters and they do the thing because they have the powers that do the thing, and I'm just like, you're trying to be connect, but you also are trying, like, you have to be a gacha OP. Like, I feel like that OP would have been an area where they could have benefited by moving away from Madoka, because like Madoka, it focuses on Madoka. There's like a brief shot of Homura towards the end. You see Sayaka more as a friend than a magical girl. Like, there's like one shot of Kyoko, and it's like the other characters aren't there. It's about Madoka.
There used to be a good video. There used to be a video analysis.
Yeah, I know. I meant to say that when we started, but like, for anyone who hasn't already, like, if you haven't seen mine and What's videos on Madoka, like, do that. Just because, like, I don't know if anything better exists.
Watch
in regards
Craftsdwarf,
to like analyzing the show.
Well, everybody already watched mine. Not a lot of people watch Craft.
It has more views, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Don't give yours more views. Give Crafts more views.
Give mine more views.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I was gonna say.
What? When you make a video, you plan out beforehand in your head exactly how many views it's gonna get.
Exactly. When I made my
You're
Madoka
completely
video,
prepared for them to blow up.
when I
or
made
to
my
fail.
Madoka
So don't say
video,
that you should
I was
get
like,
views
this
on it.
shit's getting 45,000 views in
Not
the
at
future.
first. At
2 months
first,
after,
it's gonna get like
2 or 3 months after it comes out.
At first, it's gonna get like 5,000 views, and then it's gonna get another 40,000 views. Like,
this shit. I'm goddamn. I see this shit in the future, man. I'm like Homura. I've been through this timeline several times. You know what I'm saying, dog?
how many times have you had to read Ichigo 100%?
How many times have you seen Best Girl Satsuki and how hot she is and her big fat titties? But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that even if this show doesn't matter to the overall plot of
I like it a lot. I like
Madoka.
it a lot.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Is like, I don't think it necessarily means that it's gonna be bad, but I think like after this first episode, I'm honestly not expecting it to matter at all.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
just gonna.
Because in the OP, we see Mommy and Madoka and Homer. Like, we see the group from the original Madoka, but like that's because they're in the gacha. Like, I honestly don't expect anything in the show to really like matter to the actual, because it is called like a side story.
During the timeline of the series, though, it takes place during the timeline of it.
I don't fucking know.
Well, anyway, I thought I told Craftsdwarf that I was thinking about maybe if the show goes where I think it's gonna go, then I'm gonna make a video on like the nature of like maturity in like the way Monica kind of like because there's an interesting line, right, where like Iroha's like at home and then her mom's like, you're such a good girl, I'm lucky to have a daughter as like as mature as you, right, when she leaves her at home. But obviously, she's gonna fuck up really badly, and that's like a common theme with these characters, is that people keep telling them that they're mature for their ages, and they fuck up so bad. Like, it's like that's such like.
Well, because like with Monika's problem was that like, oh, you're a good girl, you don't make mistakes, and like, but because of that, she doesn't know how to fail, and she's afraid to do things, and like that's the whole struggle of the first season of the first series, you know.
Yeah.
But
because it's interesting. It's an interesting thing because I keep seeing comments on my Monica videos since we're talking about that these motherfuckers keep saying things like shit like Monica's wish wasn't bad, it saved her too, or like Homura didn't ruin Monica's wish, it improved it. I'm like, you Neanderthals, you make me sick.
I mean, I could see an argument that Monica's wish isn't bad because she's okay with sacrificing herself, but I think saying that she saved herself too is dumb, and saying that Homer did anything other than completely destroy Monica's wish is also stupid.
Well, like,
what
I said in my video, Monica's wish is her suicide. So anyone who frames that as positive, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna be like, what?
Well,
can you say that again?
Yeah, you like suicide, bro? On a scale of 1 to suicide,
if it's
how
mine.
you feeling on it?
God, I wish I was fucking dead. Because that's what it is. It's just Right, Vindy wants this idealized Madoka suicide where everyone he knew forgets so they don't feel bad.
Bro,
that he's
suicide is
Yeah.
swag,
it's so
man.
perfect.
Madoka
Like,
fans,
One
That's
day I'll
why-
become Monica.
Madoka fans look at Monika's wish and be like, bro, suicide's fucking lit.
God, I wish that were me.
It's that screenshot from Always Sunny where it's Frank saying suicide is badass.
Find that.
No, but like my point is that like I mean, I think like looking at it as her suicide, like yeah, but also I do think that like you can look at it like
there's
I'm
good
saying
and
from her
bad to it.
perspective,
Yeah.
right, because like from her perspective, she was okay with sacrificing herself for the greater good of all other magical girls.
Suicide is badass.
So like, she definitely didn't save herself, right? Like saying that it was positive for her is wrong. But then it comes into like kind of a trolley problem thing, or you know, where it's like, is it okay to sacrifice? You know.
Yeah, well, in my video,
Okay, I like Madoka. It's one of my. It's literally one of my favorite anime. It has been for actually almost 8 years now.
Wow.
And, but we're not talking about Magia Record.
Well, because we're gonna get into that.
What is there to talk about? It looked good. I liked the music.
I heard people complain again. Annie Twitter, like I feel like Annie Twitter for so long has been like used to Sakuga for these past few years. To now, whenever they see like something that's not Sakuga the entire time, like they're shivering. They're like, "This is good. This isn't up to my standards." I'm like, "Oh my god, stop pissing and shitting."
Yeah, the show is easily like Koisuru Asteroid looked really good, but I also just really like this. I love Madoka aesthetically.
It's good.
Yeah, exactly, and I love that, and it looks. I love it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more. I hope Shaft production doesn't crumble. Like they haven't done that in ages, but still, I fear sometimes. Let's see. I'm sure. Oh, the teacher was hot.
Teacher was hot. I agree.
Did you want her to whip you, Vindy?
No, I'm not really into that. But
Are you sure about that? You know, when Iroha was like fucking doing flips and shit in the classroom, how did you see her?
That's what was that? Okay, yeah,
that was
like
raw, dude.
look,
It's fucking cool, but I was like, fuck.
I'm just wondering why. Like there was the other weird thing was that they were like she was talking to Kyubey at like it just looked like a circus or something like that, and then the cats on the stage just started stealing the children, and no one reacted to it. And I'm just like,
you know what that is? It's probably really obvious symbolism for me and you, Craftsdwarf, because it's like it's just.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
She's talking to Kyubey, right?
Yeah.
Well, it just felt weird because it's like it is these
a bunch of
symbolic
Rika fags
visuals.
pulling in a bunch of children.
No, apparently there's also like an actual like folktale cat that steals children or something like that. Like it's a reference to that. I saw it on Twitter. I didn't save it, but it was weird to me at first, and like think about it like, oh yeah, it's just it's symbolic. But it's weird because like yes, Madoka has these symbolic visuals, but they never had something like that where it's like it seems diegetic and it's also like something happening that should be reacted to, where it's like this is like what the fuck is going on? I don't remember it like that.
There's a lot of things in the show that like in the first episode alone, even as like over all the theorizing and all the things me and you do, it's like I was watching it, like the mini Kyubey was interesting. I was like, what the fuck's up with that? The idea that she forgot her wish is interesting because I know that's gonna come later. Well, yeah,
that's like the whole mystery is like because she seems she wished for her sister to
you know what it's gonna be
be cured, but now the sister is gone somehow, presumably through I don't know.
I assume it just means she died of something other than the illness, like immediately after.
Well, you know what I think it was. I think it was that like she wished for her sister to be cured, and then her sister got all pissed about that, and then she also wished to become a magical girl and made it so that either Iroha doesn't remember her wish that she did that, or like doesn't remember
or
her
that
at all.
she
Like,
wished that she didn't. Yes.
Which will be interesting as the show goes forward, and I want to see how like the mini Kyubey is a thing, because. And also,
I have no idea what to think of that. It's just like, Baby Kyubey. I'm surprised Baby Yoda and Baby Sonic aren't already in the trash now for Baby Kyubey.
No.
You want to make a wish to become a magical girl, do you?
What the fuck?
No, it'd be wish make you magical girl you want to.
Give me your soul, you must.
I'm sorry I opened my mouth, viewers.
Star Wars you like.
Like I
Prequels
deserve
are
it.
good because themes video game has.
Anyway, I deserve it. I decided to join a podcast with these people. You guys, like, you can click out of the video anytime, I guess. I should be applauding the patrons. You paid money for this. You paid money for this. Why? What have you done?
Patron us, you should.
Ichigo 100% is a very good manga, it is.
Look, okay, where did this Bizarro Yoda come from? Like, I get that he speaks backwards, but he's not fucking Superman, my arch enemy. Or my best friend. Sorry, fuck, I really
the
did.
dark
Oh my
side
god,
of
we got Craftsdwarf to do a Yoda impression. Okay, I'm good with the bit now.
I did it wrong, too. Like, it should have best friend, my super... Or fuck, I
Post in the comments who had the best Yoda impression. 1 for Craftsdwarf, 2 for WattheWut, 3 for Vindy.
Anyway.
Oh, 2 other things I liked about the episode. I liked when she went into the room and we saw it kind of got the flashback with her sister who doesn't seem to, remember. And it was like the aspect ratio is 4:3. And I was like, oh, that's cute.
God, the room, the fact that the room is like half of it's gone is so fucking cool to me. Like, it's really good. The way that works visually. God. And then the opening, she's standing on the other side on the empty side of the room. God.
And I also kind of like, because in the opening sequence, we see the action bit on the train where they're saving the cat.
That train was fucking cool.
We got a 5th person to shit on today. His name is Ember Reviews. Ember Reviews.
I want to come to. I just want to, because there was like a bunch of like wishes that like example wishes that other magical girls gave, and they're all like really childish and trivial. And I was just like, I felt bad because I'm just like, no, you poor things, you're being exploited by emotion hunting space aliens.
Okay. What's the name of the city? What's the name of the city that they go to?
Kamehama is the city where they get magical girls get saved. Allegedly.
That's interesting to me because I feel like however this plays out is going to be interesting, especially because like the way it introduces all those wishes of being like really trivial, and now all of them, like the one girl immediately goes like, I didn't think it was going to be like this. I wish to be with this boy, and now we're broken up, and now my life fucking sucks. I wanted to be saved. I wanted to be removed from this burden. It's like y'all dumb children wanted something, and now you got to pay the price.
Well, isn't that? I mean, that's part of what Madoka is, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's something because I watched Madoka as I think it was literally my 3rd anime ever.
What's a Weebab?
4 or 5 years ago now, and I haven't seen it since.
But it deconstructs magical girl anime. You won't get it unless you watch a bunch of.
Well, I really like it still, but like, there's some stuff I just haven't. So like, I'm a little fuzzy on some of the details, but that was one of the things that I like remembered watching this was like, a lot of times they don't necessarily make good wishes because they're stupid, dumb kids.
Yeah,
and like,
that's the point.
You just tell them that like they can make a wish and they just do it without thinking about the repercussions of their wish.
Save cats you want to, yes.
And yeah, I figured like, because I've heard in like extra material Madoka's original wish before, the series was before Hamura stopped her was to save a cat, and they kind of referenced that in the opening train scene, which goes back to Ember, who was you were going to talk a bitch about.
Me, Ember. Me think that when I watch Magia Record, it's so unrealistic. These witches kill people, but she save cats. What? I'm like.
Characters act like children and
act
save,
like superheroes. Wow, what a fucking world we live in, where a girl gets superpowers and wants to be a superhero, do the most typical superhero thing ever, and save a cat. Wow, what a fucking crazy world we live in. Holy shit.
But yeah, it was fine. I'm on the fence about some things, but like, I don't know. I'm looking forward to more. It'll be interesting. There's mystery. So
you know what?
It's not. I know it's not gonna be Madoka. Like, I'm not trying to hold it to Madoka's standard. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, because even though like, yeah, it is kind of just like like I said, trying to be Madoka. It's obviously like it's not gonna be. But
right.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I'm just curious to see how it plays, like the Gacha thing, right? Because like obviously Gachas have 10 million girls, and like there's some that are gonna be like main characters, some that aren't, and like even in the OP it showed the girls from the original Madoka, and I'm interested to see how it kind of adapts the Gacha and puts character, because like obviously like when you're doing a Gacha, like when you're doing an anime series for a Gacha, you want to put in as many characters as fans of the Gacha know, so that they can see the characters that they love, right? And that's like the whole point of people watching. So I want to see how they kind of fit a lot of these characters in.
Look, I'll be real. The biggest takeaway so far is the fact that now whenever I think of Kyubey, I'm gonna imagine a goddamn Yoda voice. That's just the word. That's just the thing now. Whenever
I'm gonna redub all of the original Madoka, and anytime Kyubey talks, I'm just gonna do a Yoda impression.
Make contract to become magical girl, you must. Save the world.
Wish was it?
Entropy is a lie. It is.
Contract you must form with me. I don't know. All right, let's. I think we're done.
Witches you must kill.
Greasy
Okay,
must
anyway,
collect.
Moving on to the last show, we will be discussing my pick. Look, what if you don't play one of the sexual assault scenes with the Seinfeld theme playing over it? I'm gonna.
We have to sing our own opening for Plunderer.
All right.
That's
Ready?
objectively
Let's move
worse.
on to Plunderer. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Plunderer.
I can
Plunderer.
hear
Fuck
my
you.
heart bell.
Is
So
an anime. It has characters with big swords. It also has hot ladies who have big tits, and there's sexual assault. Yeehaw. Alright, I'm good.
I fucking refuse, and I hate you both.
Welcome to Plunderer, the worst show ever made. The first episode, just like Fairy Tale, sexual assault every 5 seconds. Welcome to any Twitter.
Every bad Plunderer take I see on Twitter gives me power.
It gives me power.
So
I
we
feed
should say,
off of it. I
this is
drink
one of your
it in.
favorite manga, right, Craftsdwarf?
So yeah, to give some history, a few months ago, I actually caught my notice because I saw, it's a shonen manga that's getting an adaptation. Next season, I'll read the manga so that if, it airs and there's things to talk about, I can talk about them. And I got one of the wildest manga experiences I've ever read. I caught up to 13 volumes, and it was wild. I will, that's all I'll say. And of course, exactly what I thought was going to happen is happening, where, the opening is very much, going to be a turnoff for most people, and in some ways so I've dropped it in 5 minutes, and I get it, but also
it was
if I'm gonna be honest, I really don't get it, because I actually really okay, I was watching this episode earlier today, right? And I really liked it, and my older brother, who watched a little bit of anime, his favorite thing ever is Haikyuu. He likes Monogatari, so he watches some anime. He walked in to talk to me and was peeking at the show a little bit, and decided after 3 minutes, literally in the middle of the sexual assault scene, decides it looks interesting, and then watches to the end of the episode, and had well, he was the sexual assault's a little much for me, but it was just kind of some of the other stuff about the show kind of got him, and then he just sat down and watched the episode with me, and really liked it. So I kind of don't like it all when people it's just I know people are complaining about the show, because it was entertaining. I had a good time watching it.
Yeah.
And the sexual assault was such a small part of the show. It was episode.
Well, for one thing, one of the scenes of quote unquote sexual assault was the typical meme, funny, haha, pervy dude who does it because he wants people to because haha, his power is that girls reject him or something like that. One of them.
Well, I liked that part.
That was fucking epic. One of them was the weird, creepy shadow hands, which is just a thing.
Yeah. Okay. So the creepy shadow hands were kind of I think it's one of those things where the only reason the creepy shadow hands were as bad as they are is because
it wasn't happening to a lolly. What?
No. Because it was on her thighs. Because when it didn't almost rape that dickhead in the
dude,
episode.
yeah, who was just on his face.
Yeah, and I guess if it was on big titty bitch who had a 77, it would have probably been sexual for her. But there were females we saw with on their hand, and it, you know what I mean. So it's just a product of
the
where
author
it was
decided to put it on the thighs because it's more erotic, because is paying attention. Oh, what's
I
your
also
count?
I also like that because it makes sense because
she's walking, yeah.
Her thing is walking, and you walk with your legs.
Yeah,
so of course it would
her
be
legs.
on her
What?
legs.
Yeah, it could have been placed on the outside. To be fair,
Well,
but,
you know what,
like-
Craftsdwarf?
Yeah.
There's there's a line where I need some horny in my anime. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and be
look,
you
okay,
gotta have no
here's my
pants,"
take on it. I don't usually care for the pervy stuff. Like, I did a video on it, but like when I'm actually reading something, I'm mostly just completely indifferent to it. Like, I've seen it a million times before. It's dumb to get offended about it. Like, you know, not that you can't talk about it, you know. And I am trying to give some credit to the people who don't like it, because like, yeah, the author could have made other choices. I also think Minazuki is a god of trash, and like some of the shit he pulls, like I'm really interested in Sora no Toshimono because it's going to be even more like
they deserve
ridiculous titties.
No credit.
And
the man somehow managed
because it's
to
good
make
and
some
hot,
of the
and I
funniest
love
fan
hot
service
ladies in my anime.
Look, listen,
and people who complain about horny anime.
Look, listen,
are
the main girl, I would be like, can I see your count? I must. Stretch your legs, you will.
Your thighs, I must look at.
I hate these people.
I'm losing my mind.
But like, so I didn't think it was that bad, because like obviously the one where it was licked is like, haha, funny joke, ha 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 ha, and like, yeah, it's, you know, it's dumb, but like, you know, at least it's not treated as like nobody cares. Like literally everyone in the town beats the shit out of him. Like, there was
there was two parts that I liked that I don't remember being in the manga. One was licked being like kicked around like a soccer ball while there's like exposition going on. So like they don't linger on the exposition. Instead, you're laughing at like every girl like knows exactly who it is, and you're like, ew, like he didn't have to do anything. He's just like getting kicked like immediately.
Right,
and
there was
funny.
Also another thing I really like. Another guy, I don't know if this is what you're talking about. When the girl with like the 77 is like talking to Hina or whatever, and like Lick like kind of pokes his head up at the food, and she just punches him like 2 tables away, was funny, and he made a funny voice. He went, ugh. It was good.
Another thing that I don't remember from the manga, that was when Hina was resting at the foot bath, which like kind of foreshadows like, oh, she's walking. Like I was like, oh hey, because I don't remember. I think the exposition like it all happened at Nana's cafe basically, and yeah, like they literally just did it so that they could animate her like putting on her like stockings, and I was like, I see what you're doing there. The anime has some gods of trash, or maybe not apostles of trash, I should say, to the god of the original manga.
Clean your toes, I want to.
With my tongue I shall. But like,
this is the worst episode of the podcast ever.
I like how this is just turned into White Knight doing Yoda impressions for every little thing. You know what the scary part is? I think every time we do them, our Yoda impressions get fucking better.
That is scary. I've noticed, and it's like, what the fuck, guys? Stop.
Walk for a while, you must have. Sweaty feet, you must have.
Teach you in the ways of the soap, I will, Yohane. Like,
okay, fuck you. Never mind. It's over now.
But it was funny. Like I was expecting, because like I saw that he was like a negative. You know, like they don't hide that he has like a negative number. So when they're talking about like it goes to 0, I'm like, okay. I thought it was gonna be something like I haven't seen the show, but I know of like that the chivalry of a whatever knight. So I thought his counter was gonna be something where like it's negative, so everyone thinks he's really weak, but he's actually really strong. In reality, he just had like a fucking 5,000 or some shit and was just super strong.
The man has a big sword.
Yeah, and so like I was expecting that, and I still liked what it did, and I thought Licht was really cool, especially when he came and was like, you know, I respect women.
One thing I will say is that the animation is poopy garbage, and I don't like it.
I didn't think it was that bad.
So for me, my experience watching the episode was like, you know, I like those 2 anime added bits, or maybe just bits I forgot from the manga. Like it just, it doesn't look great. Like it's not the worst thing in the world. Like it's not hideous, but it's like there's definitely parts of it that are just like.
Let's be fair.
Or are you gonna say
it looks better than Fairy Tail's anime does.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like I don't think the stills look bad. I don't think like the animation is like as bad as that like 7 Deadly Sins thing.
Oh
recently.
no, okay.
Like
the best.
That's what I thought you were gonna mention. Actually,
I'm not gonna say it's like, you know, beautifully animated, but I don't think I would really say the animation is necessarily bad. Like I'd say it's average. You know,
mediocre.
Like it, like it's like visually, I would say it's really middling so far.
And there was some weird, like, choices. Like, there's the really dark, like, Hina opener where, like, you see her mother getting dragged down, and then it just, like, cuts straight to a town, like, with no real attempt to, like... I was just like, what? That was a bit abrupt. And I don't know about the soundtrack, like, it was playing when Hina was getting, by the officer military dude, and I was like, is this a fitting track to play? I don't know. Just little moments like that bugged me that, I don't know, it's not an adaptation I'm going to be looking at again once the show ends. I will say this, basically.
The first 2 episodes of Plunderer is the first episode of Fairy Tail, but done better, like, in every way, I think, because not everything's at the expense of a goddamn joke. Like, Fairy Tail's first episode still, like, is kind of poopy garbage, but this one's not that bad. This one's actually, like, I got invested in what was happening. It was interesting to me. Like,
I will say it is like Fairy Tail's first episode. These 2 episodes are chapter 1 of the manga. I was kind of expecting, like, episodes 1 and 2, so we'll get chapter 1, and then maybe chapters 2 or 3. No, we just got chapter 1. So 1, it is a monthly manga, and 2, I don't remember how long the first chapter actually was relative to, like, a whole volume.
I didn't think the pacing felt too bad, though.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I didn't feel like I was, like, constantly bored. And the one thing I agree with what touched on is, like, the episode almost immediately raises a bunch of questions that I was interested to see and part of it, obviously, I think, is because, like, I know you love the manga Crafts, but, like, I was interested to see the answers to some of the questions. And that's also part of why, like, when my brother came in, he sat down and watched, was because, like,
I will say,
they were all, like, he was like, what do the numbers mean? And what is this? And I was like, I don't know. So then we just kind of sat down and watched, and seeing some of the answers to these questions was cool.
Sorono Toshimono has way better character designs than this one does. Character designs in this one,
really,
I'm not that big of.
I really like Licht and
this one. I like the ones in Sorono Toshimono better because, like, they're I don't know, the main Licht literally looks like one of the characters in Sorono Toshimono, but with, like, he's taller and has armor on and doesn't wear glasses.
But he has a massive fucking sword that's the katana, so it's cooler than Guts'
This
sword.
one likes to looks at the panties of anime figurines, so, like, you know.
Oh. Well, like, I think my biggest problem with Sorono Toshimono's designs from what I've seen is it's very much like, you know, designs from the time period it came out in. And I do prefer like current design, like more like the more modern aesthetic.
I wouldn't
like.
I mean, would you say that?
I prefer like the I don't want to say like more slender designs, but I do feel like there is more of like a. Like, they're more, like, angular, I guess.
I don't know. I like Sorono Toshimono's designs.
Well, we'll talk about Sorono Toshimono when we read it for the Weeb Club
by the way,
months.
Speaking of the Weeb Club, can I just say this real quick? We are torn onto what we should watch for the backlog, for my pick. My picks are Wataten or Eromanga Sensei. So, in the comments right now, comments either lollies for Wataten or incest for Eromanga Sensei.
Well, how you should do it is it should be pedophile for Wataten and ephebiophile for Eromanga Sensei.
Ephebiophile I am. Comments, ephebiophile you must for Eromanga Sensei.
Sagiri-chan I like.
Here's the question, Craftsdwarf. How much feet is in Plunderer is my first question. How much feet?
Oh.
Feet?
How much feet?
How many toesies?
How many toesies?
Oh,
how many toesies for Vindy to lick?
Yeah.
I don't think there's much, honestly.
He hungers.
Hungers he does is what you should have said. Anyway, like, I wanted to say a couple things just, like, because I have the whole series in mind, but, like, there were some things that I liked, even just I could talk about this the first 2 episodes here. Like, the foreshadowing, there's things I can't talk about. One of the things, like, at least one of the things I knew, and like a couple I only picked up rewatch because I've only read the series once, and so this is my second time going through the series, and there's like 2 things I'm like, whoa, okay.
Are the ballots like the result of like them, like the lives that, like, people that they've killed and storing them inside those items?
The ballots, the number changes depending, and same for the ballots, like, it's like the one that Hina has, it's like an orb that has, 10, like, okay, so someone killed 10,000 people with that orb. No, it's not like it changes depending on what it is.
Okay,
so
it's one of those
so
things.
It's like with people.
I like that thing. I like that aspect of the thing where it's like their powers, like what they have is determined by like their own personal
that's
desires.
like.
Can we say
kind
really
of,
quickly? I don't remember her name, but you know it, Crafts. But the girl who owns the tavern is fucking terrible. If she's only gotten 77 people to say her food was fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's kind of not epic if you're.
I was like, that number's a little low for all you have to do is make people say they like that. Like you'll watch.
Well, it goes down if they say it doesn't. It's not good. So
Yeah, but-
like.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay went
Like-
up and that bitch was like, "This is fucking raw. It's fucking garbage.
It's still moving.
This cow's still fucking moving. I had to stab it again with my fucking
Oh my
knife."
god, this is just Impressions the Weeb Club episode.
But no, like I did.
No, look, listen.
I did want to say like the counts are honest, like because they're a power level system. Like it's basically the same. Like yeah, a character's actually has like it affects how strong they are, and it's my favorite power level system in anything I've seen. But and like one thing for another smaller detail like that, this is something that hasn't been mentioned later, but like when Licht was fighting the military guy, he was like saying value like what worked for, like the walking, like it has this value like because she felt she was walking with her mother because she was alone. That's kind of how she like framed it to herself. So I always liked how Licht beats the guy with walking, like he's hitting him with all these fucking force like shockwaves, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just walking," and I'm like, "Yeah," like how he's making the guy respect walking by walking him to unconsciousness, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool."
I also I loved the reveal of
Killing people.
what his number was.
Yeah.
Was so good, and then the way it was used at the end of the episode where he got to negative 1,000 because he left her.
Dude.
Right.
Fucking the walking to kill people is the fucking coolest shit you can do. It's just your steps obliterate people.
No, when I read it, I was like, "This is some fucking One Punch Man shit." Like
One Punch Man doesn't have the balls
because it was just so over the top.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for what's coming.
We're the only ones who actually care about this show and actually like it.
In all of Eddie too.
Well,
man.
we're the only smart ones.
Yeah,
anyways,
exactly.
So League of Shit Taste strikes again.
Excited
a couple
for more
things, as far
toes,
as
I
the
am.
main cast goes. I would put like Licht and Hina around the middle. Like they're fine. I just like other characters better.
Is there a lolly Craftsdwarf?
That's yes, and she's his favorite character. He just doesn't want to say it. Lolly Craftsdwarf.
I guess there
went.
is.
lolly toes for me to lick.
And depending on your perspective, Hina's a loli.
No.
No? What? Don't be one of those. Don't be a Tumblrite, Craftsdwarf.
Yeah, depending on your perspective, any girl's a lolly.
From a certain point of view.
Yeah. If you're 10,000 feet tall, every Shokugeki girl's a lolly. Like,
What? Okay, anyway.
If you're Yoda, every person's a lolly.
that's true.
There were a couple of questions raised from like stuff I know later that I'm not going to say, oh, look, a plot hole, just because I want it to be revisited first, because overall, like, I definitely like the author, he's been pretty good with the setups and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I mostly enjoyed the episode for it being Plunderer. Like again, the adaptation is kind of it's like average, like you said, or slightly below average on it in my opinion. But so like, and yeah, I totally understand why people don't like it. But it's also like with Licht and the Pervert thing. Like I literally did a video about it, and it's literally that. It's childishness, like innocence, like that's that's where it's supposed to go. Like at the end of the day, he's like helping her, and there's definitely more to it, obviously, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I am really looking forward to the rest of the season. Even if it's just the 12 episodes we might cover. I don't know if I'm picking this show next season, but I'm looking forward to seeing it and seeing you guys react.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I can't believe.
After I watched that episode, I was already like, it's gonna be hard for me to not want to just read this. But
No, yeah, if we.
Well, now you know my pain with B-Stars.
To be honest, Craftsdwarf, I'm fine with like after this season just like not watching it anymore and just reading the manga, because I would rather read it.
Yeah, because like look, let's put it this way: the chapter you can maybe read in 10-15 minutes if you're kind of slow. This is 40 minutes for that same 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, and rereading it'll be even faster because you already know all the like exposition and stuff. So,
Yes.
or yeah. Anyway, I think we're about done unless you guys had other things to say.
My fucking Yoda impression.
Subscribe
Find the
to
fabled
Weeb
ace,
Club,
you must.
shall.
You know.
Toesies.
Like, comment, and subscribe, you do.
Make sure you support us on Patreon, you must. I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Okay, let's end
Let's
the whole
end the episode
podcast
before we fucking.
we won't be here next week. We shouldn't have been here at all. Everything's wrong.
And technically,
Why did we
the
do
podcast
this?
is over because I made a tweet saying it was over.
Yeah, because Yohane smells bad.
Yeah, and also because that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not lying. Alright, that's the episode.
All right. Thank you for listening. Bye.